After your tools are secure, we're going to adjust the coolant lines. Right now the coolant lines are these little brass pieces that are sticking out. And if I back up and I shut the door and I'm in hand right now, I can turn on the coolant pump. The coolant pump fires and it's screwing straight out. Well, that's where not where my cutting edge is or my part. So I need to stop that coolant and I need to adjust it. In order to adjust these coolant lines, I can't get my thumb in on it, so I am going to use a 2mm Allen wrench. I'm going to grab that out, and actually that's a 2.5. So we're gonna see the 2.5mm wrench, and then I can just put it in. And once I have that inserted in there, I can move our brass nozzles over. They just slide right over. The nice thing about using the Allen wrench like this is I can point it right at the tool. So hopefully you got that on the video, Paul. But right here at the tool, I'm just going to point it in kind of that direction. And then the one on the back side is a little bit more difficult. So we're just going to kind of guess in that area, and then we're just going to try to roll it over a little bit further with the shorter end of our Allen wrench. So now those coolant lines are pointed more towards the tool, more towards the cutting edge. I'm going to double check it with the coolant button. Now look at that, we've got coolant right on our tool. And it's not hitting on the front of it, but you know, it's going to be close enough, especially for aluminum. We just need some lubricity between the edge and the part. So yeah. Also, if you notice, I close the door every time because I don't need to wear the coolant or get the camera soaked. So that is that opinion there. Now, every time you have the live tool or the tool that's cutting, that's where the coolant's coming from. So I need to switch to tool 2 to adjust my coolant. Again, I'm going to hit my turret index. I'm going to go forward 1, and then I've got tool 2. I can turn on the coolant. Obviously it's going straight, so I'm going to do that same process where I'm going to just take that 2.5mm Allen wrench, kind of roll it around, a little sticky in that spot there. So that means I had it inserted too far. So we only need a little bit of that Allen wrench inserted. I'm going to come up and try to direct that right to the tip of the tool and get that back one over a little bit as well. Finish it out. So what also happens, or tends to happen, that the coolant hits the turret here, that they don't stick out enough to clear. So then they hit that, and then there's a little bit of interference. So it's not exactly a streamline, but it is a flood. So the bottom one's close. I'm going to probably adjust that bottom one a little bit more. The top one isn't really that close to that finisher. So I'm going to kind of adjust those a little bit here. So I'm going to move that over and up if I can, and then move this one down a little bit. I don't know if this one's really, this back one's going to go anymore. That one might be as close as I can get it. So yeah. So I'm going to move this one here if I can. There, that's better. At least for the front one. This back one, I don't know, maybe I'll try to adjust it a little bit here. Maybe more down. More down, more over. We'll see if that one works. Well, it'll be hitting the part at least. So then it'll get up in there. So the one line is pretty good, and the other one, well, it's there. So that's the way we're gonna run it. And that's adjusting coolant lines. We're gonna show you next how to get the part set up and touched off.